Hey, what's up guys, I'm back in the video, and today I'm talking about why the NBA should be afraid of the Denver Nuggets. Now a lot of y'all might be like, why would they be afraid of the Denver Nuggets? Nuggets didn't even make the playoffs this year, they weren't that big of a threat, and even if they would have made it, they would have been an 8th seed, so they wouldn't be a threat anyway. Well, I'm getting into some reason why they should be actually pretty afraid of the Denver Nuggets after them being able to draft Michael Porter Jr. after him slipping way down the draft, way farther than a lot of people thought he was supposed to due to his injury. I'm getting into why I think they're going to be a team to be feared in the NBA, especially if Michael Porter Jr. can play. This is pretty much all based around if Porter Jr. can play, and I don't want to make a video like why the Denver Nuggets won the draft, why the Denver Nuggets got a steal, because everybody already made a video on that, and I wanted to make it kind of be more unique and have a different look on the video, or on a different look like kind of at the situation. So without further ado, without me rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. My first thing I'm going to get into is their offense. So obviously, I mean, this team was excellent on offense before the end of the year. I mean, I think they were ranked the 5th best on offensive efficiency last year. They had 4 players on their team that were in the top 50 in points per game, and 3 of them were in their starting lineup. And those players included Gary Harris, Jamal Murray, and Nikola Jokic, all of them averaging over 15 points per game. Their offense was extremely efficient, and they could easily put you away with offense only, and they could score tons and tons of points at a time. And now they have added one of the best scorers in this year's draft, Michael Porter Jr. I mean, this dude in college, he only averaged 10 points per game and 6 rebounds per game, but the dude only played 3 games, and in his 3rd game, he only played 2 minutes due to his injury. So if you take that last game out and only look at his 2 games before that, he averaged 14 points per game, 1.5 steals per game, and 9 rebounds. That is extremely efficient for them. I mean, if you can get someone to average, a rookie at least, to average around 14 points, get you a steal game, and grab like rebounds that efficiently, that will be extremely beneficial to them. And I mean, like, I really do think that'll help them with their scoring even more, and they'll probably be a top 3 offense by the end of the year if Michael Porter Jr. can stay healthy and actually get to play the entire year. And I mean, also he'll help Nikola Jokic on their boards and get the rebounds, because Paul Millsap's kind of like an undersized power forward. So maybe if you add Michael Porter Jr. in there, they'll be able to grab rebounds even more efficiently than they already can. And I mean, when you really look at it, I really think their offense would be like probably threatening to be Warrior status, because they have Nikola Jokic, an extremely underrated big man that can score the ball at will. He averages, I think, around 20 points per game. Jamal Murray, he's a good young player, and Gary Harris also good young players that can score the ball very efficiently. They have Will Barton, he can shoot the ball and score very efficiently. So if Michael Porter Jr. can score half the way he was able to in college in those first 2 games, I think their offense will be set for the entire year. And then, now my second reason is going to be that it would improve their defense. This is what they're going to need the most. They have to have their defense improved with Michael Porter Jr. I mean, he's like, their defense was awful. Right now, the Nuggets are the 8th worst defense in the entire league. Their defense was awful, but Michael Porter Jr. could fix that. The dude is extremely athletic, and I mean, when you're athletic, that's all you need for defense. The dude averaged 1 steal in college in just 2 games played. Almost 2 steals if you round it up. He averaged 2 steals per game in college, which is very good. And I think he has a chance to be a defensive stopper, especially at the small forward position. But I mean, and you need a good defensive stopper at the small forward with players like LeBron, Kevin Durant, Paul George, and other elite small forwards like that. You need someone like him to be able to stop them. And he also has the length to block shots. And I mean, if he gets trained and coached up and developed like he should be, I really do think he'll be a defensive stopper. Nowhere near Kawhi level, but like kind of a player like Kawhi who can score at will and be a great defender, but he will also probably be a better rebounder than Kawhi is, so you never know. Maybe he has that Kawhi potential. I'm not saying he's going to be the next Kawhi, but maybe he has that little bit of Kawhi potential. But then the last thing I'm getting to is their front court. Their front court is going to be unbelievable. As just look, they will now have one of the best front courts, my bad, in the entire NBA, as they now have Nikola Jokic, undoubtedly the most underrated player in the NBA. He averages a double-double with 18.5 points per game and 10 rebounds per game. The dude can score at will, take over a game by himself, change whether they win or not by himself. Without him, they would not be anywhere near making the playoffs, and I would not be making this video. This dude is a beast that needs more credit for what he does. Paul Millsap, who last year had one of the worst scoring seasons of his career since 2012, But, I mean, he was still a solid player, and the reason he had such a bad game is because he only played 38 games, and he still averaged 14 points per game, 1 steal, 1 block, and 6.4 rebounds, so he was still a solid bench piece, only because of how injured he was. By next year, I think he will be healthy and go back to his old Paul Millsap, and then will be able to be as efficient as he used to be, and that will be a great power forward center combo between Paul Millsap and Nikola Jokic. But now to finish out that front court, they now have Michael Porter Jr., who before his injury, before he fell to the 14th overall pick to the Denver Nuggets, was projected to be the #1 overall pick, or a possible #1 overall pick coming out of high school. This dude was supposed to be a beast, but he got injured and he fell all the way down to the 14th pick. And I think the Denver Nuggets are going to get a huge steal because of that, as the dude can score at will, grab boards, play defense. He pretty much does everything very, very well. He can get out on the fast break, stop the fast break. Just an all-around good player, and will be a great player to finish out their front court, in my opinion. So, but now before I end this video, let's just recap. Their offense would be more improved than it already is. Since their offense is already top 5 in the league, if they're able to improve even more with the addition of Michael Porter, no telling how good they can be next year, and probably Warrior status offensively. And then their defense, which greatly needs to improve, well, now they have an athletic young small forward to be able to guard one of the elite small forwards in this league. Plus, Paul Millsap is a decent defender when healthy, and Nikola Jokic, he's not that great of a defender only because of how slow he is. Despite being a good scorer and being able to score at will and be able to change a game with his scoring, he's not a great defender. He's a good rebounder and scorer, but he's not a very good defender at all. So maybe Michael Porter Jr. can pick up some of that slack, and then Gary Harris and Jamal Murray might be able to pick up the slack as well. And then my last reason was their front court would be elite, would be completely elite, as they would now have two great forwards and a great center. And now they just need Gary Harris and Jamal Murray to develop a little bit more, and they will be legit playoff contenders, maybe second round contenders. But unfortunately, guys, it's going to be it for this video. So comment below, do you think that the Denver Nuggets are going to make the playoffs next year with Michael Porter Jr.? Do you think he's going to be a steal of the draft? What do you think? I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions below. If you have any video ideas you want to see me make, comment those below as well. If I like the video, I will like it. I'll put in the comment. I'll give you credit in the video, and then I'll make that video right away. And I hope everyone has a blessed day. So have a blessed day. So you have a blessed day. See you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.